I'm standing over here, so if I press my E here, all my skill shots should go over here. But what happens is it auto aims directly on this target on me.
It's that Z, Super, no, Shima flow. Yeah.
What's up guys, it's me Kaluchi back with a new video, and today I'm going to show you a few tricks that you can use as Ezreal. Now I'm going to tell you what tips and tricks are most efficient when playing Ezreal, which are most practical. Also, I'm going to show you a trick that you probably never have seen before. So, well, let's first start off with telling how to do your combinations. Let's get to level 6. So first off, I want to tell you how to get the most damage output from out of vision. Now, why I'm telling this is because when you're in vision, there are a lot of different abilities that you can use, and it's going to be different every time. The most common combination would probably be like WEQ, basic attack. Like that's your most common skill, and I don't really have to show that, I think. So let's talk about the things that you may not know. So when you're in a fog of war, people see your skill, they don't see your animation, and therefore you got the advantage. Now, let's say that you are standing right around here. Well, it still has vision, but let's say you get the idea, right? You want to stay in W range. So first you press your ultimate, then you do WEQ. When you do this combination right, all of your skills will hit at the same time and you will get blown up like immediately. So here it is. The reason why you want to start off with your ultimate and not with your W is once you proc your W, you still have to do this long ass animation. And when somebody sees this proc on them, they already know that Ezreal is coming out of the bush or out of vision. But when you do your ultimate, they'll see it like at the last second. They only see like the ultimates, like the visuals of the ultimate itself. They don't see the animation, so you get 1 second extra. And with that 1 second, you can press your WEQ combination on someone. You will immediately eradicate them. Also, when you're laning phase, let's say you're around here and the enemy is at full health and you want to poke him down because you need lane priority. Ezreal's ult should not only be used for assassinations or in team fights or whatever. In the laning phase, what you want to do is go in this brush right after you have pushed the wave in, and then just ult the enemy. Because I can't have any enemies in the practice tool, I cannot show you with the real enemy. However, you get the idea. Always go back in this bush and then show press your ultimate. They have almost no time to respond. Like especially in lower elo, people won't respond as fast. In high elo, they will see it coming sometimes, like diamond 3 plus. But until then, I don't really think they will see it coming. Okay, so this last trick is an auto aim skill with Ezreal, and this is why you probably clicked on the video, because with Ezreal you can target invisible enemies with his E, and once he has targeted them, if you do this trick correctly, you can press all your skills at the same time and it will fire off to that invisible target. So for example, it looks a little bit like this. As you can see, I do not aim for him at all. All I'm doing is putting my mouse over here. I do not even touch it. I'm doing this with one hand. And you can see all the skills are going over there. Now, if you want to see it like this, I'm standing over here. So if I press my E here, all my skill shots should go over here. But what happens is it auto aims directly on this target on me. That's because your E targets someone, and even though your mouse targets something else, somehow it works like this, and it will target all your other spells at him as well. The key thing to remember is that you cannot move your mouse, because if you move your mouse, then it will cancel the effect. So the thing is that you have to hold it still, otherwise it won't really work. And also you cannot exceed the range of your E. If I do it over here, as you can see, it will not work. You have to keep in you have to stay within the boundaries of his skill, of his E. Otherwise it won't work. So right there it will work. Now this works especially well for invisible targets, like I already said. Let's say there's an enemy Twitch which is coming to gank you, and you know he's like half HP, and he will never see this coming. If you know that he's coming from this side and you can target him, for example, just press in the middle. you're sure to get him. So let's say this is the enemy Twitch, right? And he's walking up river and he's invisible. You have no idea where he's coming from, right? So you just press bam, you immediately kill the guy. Insane trick. Now I am working on an advanced guide for Ezreal where I will show more gameplay and actual practical footage on when I do my combinations. However, for now in the practice tool I cannot really show you a lot. Like I can do fancy stuff, I think, or some things like this, but you know, this is not practical at all. I've never used this in my entire life, and you probably won't either. Yeah, so the most practical tips are W, E, Q, simple, ult, W, E, Q, or E, W. I was not in range this time, but E, W, Q are with the auto aim back. So guys, thanks for watching. I know this is very short and maybe not so useful for everyone, but for those who didn't already know, because I've been getting a lot of new subscribers lately, I just wanted to re-upload this video for those people who didn't know already. Stay tuned for my advanced guide on Ezreal. I hope to release it by next week. However, I'm not sure. I still need to gather a lot of footage. So until then, subscribe, like, share, and hope to see you guys next time.